15. Here's your look at weather and traffic on the 7s for your Wednesday. Now we welcome you back with a look out of our NMSU camera. You can see a gorgeous glimpse of the campus there and of the sun rising over the Oregon mountains. A nice glow to the sky, Las Cruces, and in El Paso. Looking out of our ABC-7 mountain camera, you can see some beautiful colors in the sky there as the sun continues to rise. Some pink, some yellow, a little bit of orange, some light blue, and some clouds off in the distance. A gorgeous start to your day for your Wednesday. Now we are going to see some changes in the next few hours. We are under an ABC-7 first alert. We are still looking at some severe storm potential along with some gusty conditions and still dealing with the impacts of some lingering dust. So for now, yesterday, again, quite a few weather impacts. We had the dust, lightning, of course, some rain and some gusty conditions. Here's a video sent in by ABC-7 producer Gabby Hernandez, and you can see just how gloomy the skies were. Widespread cloud coverage. This was about early evening, and we're anticipating that yet again. We're looking at those rain chances really developing from mid-afternoon into early evening. So you can see about 12 p.m. looking at some light rain chances working their way into our forecast. But as the hours progress, getting closer to mid-afternoon and early evening, looking at those rain chances elevating a little further. Now overall, here's a look at your future track clouds and precipitation model. We're going to see some clouds push through the region. We could see some light moisture spots here and there about 1 p.m. but we're really going to start to see the impacts come a little later in the afternoon. So you can see about 3 looking towards some moisture through the Chaparral region, and then about 5 p.m. starting to see some more moisture working its way through the Chaparral region through portions of El Paso, and then you can see more widespread through the Las Cruces area. Now overall, again, about 6 p.m. dinner time, starting to see that moisture push through Las Cruces and then push in towards El Paso, a little more widespread. So of course, when we see the yellow here and the red, that could indicate some heavier spots of rain. We are again still looking at some strong potential for some severe storms today. Now past dinner time, about 7 into 8 o'clock, looking at widespread rain chances for the El Paso area. About 9 p.m. we'll start to see that moisture push out of the El Paso region. We'll be left with some lingering clouds in Las Cruces into your Thursday morning, but we are not in the clear yet. Thursday still looking at some elevated rain chances as well. So now here's a look at our future track rain totals. This is an estimate of what we could see over the next couple days cumulatively for the rainfall. Now early estimates say about 2/10 of an inch for El Paso, less than 1/10 of an inch for Las Cruces. Alamogordo near the area mountains, we are looking close to about 1/2 an inch of rain. Of course, that is near the burn scars of the ongoing wildfires. Now they are also looking at a flash flood warning today as well for that area. Overall, still looking at some strong winds for the El Paso Las Cruces area, as well as some lingering dust today that's looking to pick up with the storms pushing through a little later. Now with a look at your 7-day forecast sponsored by Mattress Firm, that ABC-7 first alert still in effect today with some elevated rain chances, severe storm potential. We are going to see rain chances linger into the next few days, along with some temperatures resting in the 90s. Over the next 7 days, Las Cruces is looking at temperatures in the 90s with rain chances still in our forecast. Michael?
Thank you, Sarah. And at 6